How impressive is the Wolves smacking the Nuggets in Game 2 without Rudy Gobert?
Very impressive. And they punked them. They came out flat out, just punked them. I mean, that was some crazy defense they was playing too. I haven't seen no defense like that in a minute in the NBA, like some AAU type style.
Yeah.
Like
trapping,
you know, like trapping, like they had that one possession with Jamal Murray. They had him just, like he was like just gone. But no, they just looked like they wanted more. I mean, you know, they punked them.
They did exactly what anybody would do when this is the only two people you got that's creating offense. I'm gonna run at him. He gonna pass it, give it back. I'm gonna run back at him. No, you're gonna let KCP be the point guard now. They did exactly what you should have been doing with this team, right? Run at them. Don't let them play one-on-one. Don't let them play the pick and roll. Trap it, blitz it, right? Let them beat us. Let them create some offense. Yeah. Let me see what kind of shimmy shake he got, when he got the ball.
Me and KJ was watching that shit. We was laughing last night about it. Like, yeah, exactly what you're saying. Like, shit, I know 27 know how to play basketball. He's good.
Yeah.
I want to see if 5 know how to play. God damn it. Like, this is the way, no.
Yeah.
Show me 5.
Yeah. Hey, if Nikola is not on the floor, I don't know if you figured it out. They not letting Jamal Murray play basketball.
No.
People. They doubling Nikola. They flipping at the ball, they using their hands, they being aggressive, they climbed in their goddamn jersey and they made a point.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way this shit finna be. Hey, me and B was talking before the show. I done been on both sides of them.
Mm-hmm.
I've been swept, I done did the sweeping.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I ain't never lost the first 2 games at home in the sweep. So the kind of times I've been swept, the first 2 was on the road. They got the momentum coming in our building.
Mm-hmm.
You going to somebody's house down 0-2? Man, they finna go back to the Target Center with their chest poked out.
Arena about to be
It's gonna be jumping in that thing. This one might get out worse than Game 2.
No, facts.
Because there's nothing more intimidating or discouraging in sports than when you can't score.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing more intimidating or frustrating than when you can't score. Just think, any sport that you can think of where there's an offensive, the offensive defense, when you can't score, there's nothing more irritating, frustrated, debilitating. Like, and they have a recipe now on how they gonna play y'all.
And they're not gonna stop.
And y'all looking for the refs for help and they not giving it to you. They didn't even give your coach a tech and he got in the ref's face.
Yep. He was trying to get ejected.
We not bailing you out. You gonna sit here and take this ass whooping.
Take this ass.
When have you seen that?
When I saw it in the game, I
In
thought
the history
about
of us watching this game or being in this game,
Right.
when have you seen a coach go ballistic like that? And the ref does absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get kicked out.
Yeah.
Nah.
Move around. Go over there.
you finishing this one.
Yeah, you finishing this one.
And I'm telling you, man, Minnesota got a recipe, dude. Once you figure out a team, how you can beat a team, and that's it. We're not gonna let Jamal Murray play. We're gonna double Nikola. We're gonna make it hard. We're gonna reach for the ball. We don't care about if we foul or not. Be aggressive. Try to play defense without fouling. But if you foul fucking well,
That was they literally messed up their sub rotation. Because usually you try to keep one in and they let you know, nah. That's not how you're gonna play today. You have one in, we're just gonna double him the whole time.
the whole damn time.
Right? We're not gonna let you rest Jokic, let Murray play, and then flip-flop, and then they come back. Nah. Soon as you sub one out, that other one catching his ass whooping.
Yeah.
He catching his whole heat by himself.
We're gonna jump him.
We're gonna jump him. We whooping his ass. And that's what they did. It's like they got so comfortable with it. Right? Sub, Murray go. He get off. Sub.
And we know he's not healthy neither. And we know he's not healthy all the way neither.
They playing on one
Picking
man.
up full court,
trapping,
doubling,
turning. Man, listen, man.
He can't move like that.
Dude. It is, hey.
That was that. But see, that's where coaching comes in now. So when someone says a scouting report, this is when, don't even want to bring it, Ham, this is what strategy looks like when it comes to opponents. They looked at something and said, all right, when these two are separated, who are they? Let's put it to the test. They're showing you what a game plan looks like. Fuck the offensive part. Look at the game plan. When one subs out, they are attacking the other one, making him exhausted, making him look at sub the nigga back in or sub me out too. I'm not gonna just catch this jumper by myself.
And I'm about to take it a step further. This exposes the Denver Nuggets, the rest of the three, but their bench, and the lack of job that the front office has done to put bodies around them other two. Like they ain't gonna always be available. When they are available, people ain't gonna let them play basketball like they've proven. They ain't gonna always have it on. You got to put pieces around them.
Yep.
And catch and shoot. No, Michael Porter, you got to put this bitch on the deck. We're closing out to your body.
Yep.
Right? That's the difference. There's a clip during the game. Nas Reed made 2 threes. Aaron Gordon, you close out short. He just missed it. Like, no, attention to detail. Nigga. They closing out to your body. They're not giving you certain plays. They're taking things away. And to your point, Gil, like, yeah, we want to, like, no, you're going to need both of them.
Yep.
Because if you don't, this is, hey.
Like, this is literally, they're literally saying, all right, either y'all gonna play 48 minutes, you're gonna play both of them 48 minutes, or one's gonna get tired trying to do what he can possibly do to, and that's what but that's all coaching. So when people talk about coaching and strategies, you're seeing a
over this, right? He's their head scout, so you can tell he's calling out all the stuff. So he knows, so here's just imagine how we was with Lawrence Frank, right? Lawrence knew everything, every play that everybody was doing.
Yep.
He became my head coach. Right?
Yep.
Finals.
But he knows every play of everything of everybody doing, so he's standing up and he's calling all the sets out with the ball going, because he's had to scout. That's been his
job.
That's been his, So he's already tuned in to what they need to do, so he's calling it out. And them dudes think them young boys was running around like that in that altitude, trapping and moving like that in that altitude. Hey man.
But this ain't nothing new, right? I know I guess this ain't nothing new because they haven't been dominant all year. That was the reason that I was like, Shea deserves this because his team didn't expect it, right?
Absolutely.
That's why he deserves this MVP.
Absolutely.
The champion, the finals MVP, right? They didn't come into the season dominating like the previous champions did.
True.
They didn't come back into the season holding down the fort, right? They did not show anybody any fear, but the Lakers, right? But the Lakers, everybody, no one else was afraid of them, right? So they haven't been in championship mode this whole season. This is not unexpected. Three out of 5 second quarters. Lakers was up all 5 halftimes. Denver was up. They won all 5 third quarters. They both tied in fourth quarter, 1-1 and 3 ties, right? So out of all the quarters, 25 quarters, Lakers won 13, Denver won 9, 3 ties. Now that's the Lakers, right? That's the Lakers and the inexperience of the coaching staff themselves, right? Not understanding detail.
Absolutely.
Right? Where the Lakers' offense was shaky in the second half. This other team don't have that fucking problem. They don't have identity problems
Not at all.
in this game. So the Denver that showed up against the Lakers that's been showing up all season, this is what it looks like. Right? These are not the champions of last year.
Which
They've been figured out. That team that they whooped their ass 4-1, they sat back, took that ass whooping and said, all right, we're gonna circle this, and we think we got them, and they've turned up a notch when Denver's digressed. But nobody's looked at it because they beaten up on the same poor Lakers.
They didn't get in, but they didn't get better either though this summer. Like they didn't add anything.
Nuggets.
Yeah, like it was just like the Bucks. Like when the Bucks won, they didn't add anything the next year. It's like
Because they think they can just run it back with the same
Yeah,
pitch.
No, because
it's
they
that
thought that the Perry kid and the Brown kid and Zeke Naji, like they thought they were going to develop into something to help. Right?
yeah.
And Holiday.
But it's different though. But you got like remember when the Warriors and the Cavs was going at it? They were adding
pieces.
Like they're adding pieces. That's why
Every
they
year,
kept
that's-
going back.
what do we need?
We got some
Yeah.
special guests joining the arena. When we look at Ant, what are your thoughts on his leadership on and off the court at just 22 years old?
Well, I talk about it all the time, love everything about him. And what I love about him is he has extreme confidence, swag on 1,000, but at the same time, shows humility. Talks about Joker being the best player in the world, talks about Jamal Murray being the best closer in the world. Now, he doesn't believe that, but he, at least he extends it and shows humility by presenting it. I love his toughness. I love his old school mentality where he's not trying to be somebody's boy out there, not trying to make friends. We could be boys afterwards, but in between these lines, I'm going after you. The respect he showed Kevin Durant, but still went after him. It's refreshing to see, especially these days.
I mean, very respectful of Kevin Durant, but also very disrespectful of Kevin Durant too. When we think about the chops and all the other stuff,
But he's out of line when it comes to Ant.
What you mean?
You know.
No, I'm right in line. We have discussion all the time. I'm saying, man, all right, I'm gonna jump out the window again. Ant-Man, at 22 years old, is on pace to become Michael Jordan. Why is it so quiet in here?
No.
He's 22. The numbers that he's putting up, his aggression and the way that he carries himself, if we watch the Timberwolves go on to win a championship this year, what more does he have to do to be on pace?
So let me stop you there. There's only one of us on this couch that played against that man when he was that man. And I'm gonna go whatever the hell he say.
All right.
And if that man say no, that man say no. Cause shit, listen.
You're talking about Jordan 80th when
We're
Jordan
talking
came
about
in.
Jordan, the GOAT, period.
No, well, I'm not.
22-year-old Jordan.
He's on the pace, so you got to start at the same
22-year-old
age.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
So that's what we see. What happened is everyone usually throws Jordan out, but don't put no timestamps on it. You got to put some timestamps on it. He's saying Jordan at 22 and Ant-Man at 22. He's on the trajectory. I mean, there's gonna be around 26 where Jordan just takes a leap that nobody ever. That 37 leap. That's a whole different leap. But at the age of 22, Jordan and Ant-Man, he said they're
Similar.
They're similar.
If you make that case, I can give you 10 dudes. So Luke is on pace.
Yeah, see that, but that-
Joker's
but-
on pace. So
but that's how-
Tatum's on pace.
But
Harold
that's how-
Miner was on
No,
pace.
no. After about 20, about 20. That was like when Jordan third year is a whole different Jordan, right?
Yeah.
I said that third year Jordan and moving forward, Jordan 88, it's a whole different person. So there's dates where Jordan takes leaps that I don't think anyone in today's game is gonna leap like that. So when you say, all right, these guys are compared to Jordan at the 22 age, the 23 age, okay, I can see that. Jordan at 25, 26,
Let's not get ridiculous.
you gotta wait, whoa,
Okay,
relax.
easy.
Get a little rough.
Take it easy. That man over here with the chain on, that's a whole different dude.
Hold on.
When Jordan when he got rid of the wings, right? When he got rid of those wings and put the logo on, that's another Jordan.
The wings.
Yeah, when he got rid of those wings in
chain,
87,
Mike.
88.
Gold chain, Mike.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, that's why I said you gotta let us know which Jordan we're talking about, right? That gold chain and the loop and loop. The 90s Jordan, yeah, we ain't even. Like,
22-year-old Ant-Man, 22-year-old Jordan.
He's won one playoff series. Let's let him live a little.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair.
Yeah,
I love everything about him.
I like what he's doing. I like the way he's presenting. To your point, Mark. Yeah, Yeah.
He got Jordan tendencies. I hit him with the shrug.
He's in a good flow right now.
The thing is, man, about him,
He's in a good flow.
he competes
Yes.
every possession, and it means something. So once you have that mentality and you have success doing it that way, you get an appetite for it. Mm-hmm. Right? So now he had an appetite of winning the first round. He like, I like the way that, like, I like that feeling in my gut.
Yeah.
Now you won two in a tough environment against them.
Against some good.
You like, hey, shit. Hey, now what kind of sauce is this? They want these nuggets. Shit, what kind of sauce y'all put on these nuggets? Shit, hey, you got some more of that in the back? Right? I'm just.
I prefer barbecue or hot mustard.
Just the confidence, man, that you see in him and the way he's approaching it. And when when teams making run and we got to make a play, or he's showing up, and that's what great to do, man. And I ain't called him that yet, but he's
playing very well.
He's playing very well right now to put his team in a good position in a young NBA where I think is wide open.
Mm-hmm. So for y'all watching this Nugget squad, defending champs, how surprising is it to see them, especially Jokic and Jamal Murray, getting clamped up like this in home games they need to win? Not surprising at all? Did you expect this coming in?
They coaching. Man, listen, we sit on this couch time and time again, and I've preached time and time again. Guys playing freely. Guys don't do this defensively. Guys don't game plan. Guys don't do. I've been saying this shit time and time again. Minnesota do the total opposite of everything I've been saying. Mm-hmm. They coaching. They are actually coaching. Them boys believe in what they saying. And they going out and implementing the game plan, man, to a T. And it worked. So now guess what? It worked once, we got game one. It worked again, we got game two. We just gonna turn the volume up in game three. Because they're expecting them to come out and play a certain way in game three, to Anthony Edwards' words, right? They gonna be ready. And that building go say we ready. You didn't been there, man. I came to the game when y'all was in the playoffs when I was in Cincinnati, when you was in Indiana. Mm-hmm. Y'all was playing the Knicks, dog. It was the loudest place I've ever heard before in my life. I'm expecting that kind of environment in Minnesota when them boys go in there, man.
Yeah, it's not surprising to me. Before the series, I picked Minnesota to beat Denver just because Styles makes fights, and they had been an outstanding defensive team. They're playing with great rhythm and has taken his game to a totally different level. And you could tell, you don't stumble on to defending the way that they defended these last two games. Game plan discipline, understanding how and when the Nuggets could hurt you, and being tied together. That's a tied together basketball team that's clicking on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, they're exposing their weakness. The weakness was that sub. When they sub out one, like at the end of the quarter, and they're subbing out like Jokic first and letting Murray hold it down, and they're like, nah, we just gonna beat him up. Right, we just gonna jump him, pressure full court, right? Make it uncomfortable for him, make him pass it to people that he don't even want to pass it to.
I'm getting mad at you because I look at you. I remember you had 25 in the first quarter my last year.
Hey, let me know.
Get everything.
I can't get that up.
He like, yo, get all that. Hold on. My last year. Hold on, my last year. Hold on.
Now what's funny is our first, me, Troy, our first wars of talking shit was with them. Was it Dale Davis?
Yes.
It was Dale Davis and Troy Murphy going back and forth, and everybody was like talking shit, scoring on us. I was on the bench, so it didn't even matter. But it was Dale Davis punking Troy, and Troy had to get buffed the next year. Then he came back. He's the horsey. It was like a fun rivalry.
He scored. I was wondering.
Yeah, when
he scored, and he go, hee-haw. I'm like,
hee-haw.
What is that? That's not trash talking.
That's what I said, because Troy started to hee-haw, like riding these horses. Yeah, it was wild. Like we was getting get back.
That was interesting.
No, we was getting get back from that first year, dog. They embarrassed us. So it was like we was in the weight room. He was lifting like, we're gonna get back. So when we got back, we're gonna treat it like some horses. We're gonna ride them. Yeah, you remember that?
Of course.
Learn something new in the arena every day.
He said, I'm looking at you like I remember.
My last
Yeah.
Hey, he high.
He hard out
It's
there.
time.